Yo, what's up? Back on the YouTube channel again. Another video for you guys. Today I'm going to be talking about the Daredevil Born Again Season 2 trailer that dropped about 2 weeks ago, maybe close to a month now. I was originally going to drop it then, but had some stuff going on, school, traveling, different things like that. Life is how it is. But yeah, here now, doing it now, so let's get into it. So I want to go through the trailer, kind of just, not shot by shot or whatever, or scene by scene, but just kind of basically what we see and talk about some stuff there. What people have been saying about what we're eventually going to see come this new season and just stuff like that. So in the beginning of the trailer, we see Matt and Karen in an apartment together, looking like they're back together. Because as you know, in season 1, Karen basically went to, I think it was, what was it, San Francisco and the West Coast, and was there for the majority of the season. I can't remember. Did she come back? I actually don't remember. I'm not really sure. I think she did, yeah. But they were just kind of like, chill or whatever. Then nothing really happened, right? But they're chilling, dancing to some music. Everything's calm. You switch over to some of Kingpin's AVTF troops, walking through the streets, saying hi to the citizens, stuff like that, showing them where to go, showing them the way, this whole masquerade of being, the city's protectors when we know the true, real agenda of them because, they serve Kingpin. And then all of a sudden we switch back to Matt and Karen. There's this huge explosion that happens. The frame changes, and then Matt's hearing goes, berserk. He's screaming and all that. Then that's when the trailer starts to get real chaotic. And then we get a real quick flash of someone that is dressed as Kingpin with white gloves, the whole white suit, and the Kingpin mask. Is looking, talking to a camera most likely with a white backdrop. Then we hurry up and get a quick shot at Kingpin. He's in his office laughing. Now, I have seen people say that this is BB Urick from season 1 masquerading as, or not masquerading, but online talking and basically, talking bad on Kingpin on what he's doing, but dressed as Kingpin. And I heard some people also say too that the reason why she's wearing gloves is so no one knows that it's not Kingpin, right? Or that it's that who they are, because BB is black, so they'll most likely know that it's her, since it already seems like Kingpin is already kind of on BB's tail, and looks like he already kind of knows what she's doing, because he does know that she does know that he killed her uncle Ben Urich in the original Daredevil series. I can't exactly remember what season that was. But yeah, he goes to visit him and like chokes him out or whatever. So she does know about that, but we're not so sure if he knows like for sure like BB is the one, like if he knows about what she's doing. But it seems like he does. So then that all happens, and then we get some shots of Matt in his black suit, all blacked out with the red double D's on his chest. Finally getting that. We've won that ever since the original Daredevil series. So that's awesome. I do have to say though, the black suit kind of confuses me ever since we got those first images of him in the black suit, because obviously the black suit is just one of his red suits, like spray painted black or whatever. But I'm confused because in Born Again season 1, when he suits back up as Daredevil for the first time since he thought he killed Bullseye, when he killed Foggy, he threw him off the roof. He opens up his cabinet of suits, and of course we see his his suit from the original Netflix series. We see his Born Again suit. We see his yellow suit. We see a suit that appears to be like silver whitish color. And then we see a black suit that is actually like black, not spray painted. You can tell that that's its color. So I'm wondering, like, why doesn't he just use that suit? Maybe I'm missing something, but I don't know. But yeah, we get some shots of him in his suit, knocking the hell out of some people. I think there's even one shot where he throws his billy club, and it we follow it with the camera, and it just knocks the hell out of one of the AVTF troops. We don't see no Punisher in the trailer, and I'm not really sure if he's even going to be a part of season 2. Not entirely sure, but we do get the reveal of Jessica Jones coming back in Born Again season 2. So excited to see Kristen Ritter reprise her role as Jessica Jones. Loved her. I didn't watch the show all the way through. I did see bits and parts. I was kind of jumping around a little bit after Born Again to look at some of these shows, because I haven't the ones I haven't for sure watched is Luke Cage and Iron Fist, which I regret. I really want to watch those. I've seen clips and stuff, because with them being canon to the MCU now, they're kind of everywhere. But yeah, she's our first, or I guess I should say she's our first defender that is finally back and confirmed. I would have said second, but Punisher is not. He's not a defender. It wasn't on the defenders team, but that doesn't mean that he won't eventually be on that team. But since he isn't technically a defender and wasn't on that team, I'm just gonna leave him out to the side. So yeah, she's our first confirmed defender that's coming back. Our next one is definitely Luke Cage, with the way he's been talking on his Instagram and just the different fans about if he's coming back or not and stuff like that. Especially since we kind of got that little small kind of miss it, not looking miss it Easter egg in Born Again season 1, when Kingpin is giving his speech about vigilantes. There's a huge shot of like the city. I think it is the city, and it's Kingpin talking on like a huge building. And we see off on the side, we see not only a Rogers, the musical sign, but we also see a sign that talks about Harlem. And who resides in Harlem? Luke Cage. So maybe a little nod, a little Easter egg. We get her coming back. We see her kind of use some of her powers, her throwing some dudes around and stuff. So I'm really excited to see her. Hopefully, maybe we'll get to see her fly, because that is one of her power sets. We kind of get to see it in Jessica Jones, where her kind of just leaping off in the air or whatever. But yeah, I'm really glad to see her back. Cannot wait. Slowly but surely building the defenders. Then we get some more shots of Bullseye. I think we get a shot of him all kind of bloodied up. I forgot to mention at the beginning too, we see him walk into a shop, which I assume is in Hell's Kitchen, order him something, give a little nice smile, never hurt a fly. Such a nice guy, right? We get to see him. Nice to see him. Of course, we knew he was going to come back. And then for the majority, we just get to see, Matt knocking some dudes out. We get to see Kingpin step in the ring with somebody, and he's facing them. And in one shot where he just knocks the hell out of whoever he's fighting, just blood flying. You know how Kingpin is. He's crazy. I mean, if you've seen season 1 and you saw when he killed, I'm trying to blank on her name, his wife's, little thing that was on the side after he, when he had his whole like little hiatus or whatever, we saw what he did to him. Brutal stuff, Or I totally forgot what he did to the retired commissioner in season 1. That shit's still so crazy to me. But yeah, we saw some of that. What else did we see in the trailer? I think for the majority, that's it. We do at the end of the trailer see Matt reach out to somebody as a helping hand. Now I've seen a lot of people say that this is Bullseye, and that Bullseye and Daredevil are going to team up for some reason. We'll see. We do also get a shot of Foggy, but I don't think this is confirming the whole theory of the secret life of Foggy, where Foggy's still alive, whatever, like the comic storyline, because the way Foggy looks, he looks like it's like a flashback to like the original Daredevil series, because he's clean shaven and he's kind of has the hairstyle he had back in the old Netflix show. So for all you people out there who's wanting them to do the secret life of Foggy, doesn't look like they're gonna do it, at least not yet. May, who knows? I can't wait to see if they do it, how people are gonna react to that, because from when Bullseye, killed him, it really looked like, he was gone and dead. But gotta remember, this is a comic book show, so comic book do, crazy stuff like that. People get sniped or whatever and they come back. Not so much in the MCU, but, you read comics long enough, you see that a lot, right? So you don't really get all surprised when someone dies, especially someone like, Batman or something. They're always going to come back. But yeah, I think that's all we pretty much saw in the trailer. Trying to think if there's anything else big that happened or whatever. We do get to see Matt in a church with like the red lighting coming through, and he's like screaming or whatever. It's about to go down this season. At the end we see him. What does he do? He faces, I think, some of the troops, and he gives them like this huge smile, looking just psychotic, man. It's crazy. But I think that's it all from the trailer that we saw. Yeah, man, cannot wait to see this. I'm so excited because, as you know, the creative team on this has a lot more leeway than season 1. Because as you know, if you do know, season 1 was changed like what I think it was changed before we got what we got, because they hired on. Well, before they brought back, I think it was before they brought back the people from the original series. Feige just did not like the original script, and like we weren't going to see Matt as Daredevil until like episode 4, so he scrapped it and I think brought them in. But I think they had to use the basis that the other team had, and they kind of had to like work around that. So that's kind of why the later half of season 1 wasn't as strong as it probably should have been because of what they had to use. But now that's said and done, the same people are coming back, and it's all fresh, all from their creative mind. And that trailer already has me hyped. Gonna look like they're gonna, we're back, bro. Daredevil's back. Netflix original series back. All that great stuff. Some things that I definitely think we're going to see. I think we're definitely going to get more hints of the Defenders, especially with Jessica Jones being back. We're definitely probably going to get some talks about, all the others, Luke Cage. Hopefully some talk about Iron Fist, because there's a lot of talk about him maybe coming back, maybe not. I guess we'll have to see. I have seen something just recently that did talk about that Danny was going to come back as like a mentor to the next Iron Fist, and that they were going to introduce Lin Lai, which is if I think he's still the current Iron Fist. Maybe I'm not up to date on current Iron Fist. I think the last Iron Fist thing I read like recently, that like recent in comics, is the Undead Iron Fist, which I need to find issue 2 of, because I already have issue 2 in hand, so I don't want to go online and read the rest of it. Like, I want to get it in hand. If I already have it in hand, I want to get the rest and read it in hand. It's good. I like it. But Lin Lai, the last time I checked, was the current Iron Fist. He used to be the hero known as, I think, was it Swordsmaster? Yeah, you'll probably know who he is if you play Marvel Rivals, because he's the Iron Fist in that game. But yeah, we got a lot in store. I think it's gonna be good. So yeah, that was my little review and kind of thoughts, and talking about the Daredevil Born Again season 2 trailer. And hope you guys enjoy. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you want me to cover, or if there's anything else you want me to talk about. And yeah, I'll get it done. See you.